everyone, we are trying all new products today. Some of these are new brands to me, and some of these are just new products from brands we've talked about many times, like Dior and Merit. So let's just dig in. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're watching this when it goes up, it's actually an interesting time in beauty. We are in July, which is what I call sale month. It's in between the spring and summer collections and the fall collections that are about to launch mid-August. This time of year, brands and retailers do a lot of sales. They do a lot of sales because this time of year, it's this interim period where fall is about to launch. In the beauty world and in the fashion world, fall and holiday, which comes right after, is like the prime time for beauty and fashion. Right before that time, there's kind of this lull. In July, retailers decided, oh, let's do a lot of sales. There's also a lot of independent brands that do collections at this time of year to sort of fill in that gap. Now, there have been a few things that have come in from like Dior and Merit, and I also have a few brands that I have never tried before. So today we're going to take a look at a new blush from Dior, new mascara from Merit, a new brand to me, Ravie, which is Ali Glein's line. They actually sent me all these products. And a brand called Aora Mexico, which they sent me this a while ago. They sent me a couple things a while ago. And I have been trying their products and I really like them, and I've just never had a chance to actually incorporate them into a video for all of you. So I want to talk about one of the things that I actually like the most from the brand. So first, let's talk about what I used on my face as a primer. Today, this is something called Xtremely Quenched. It's a peptide instant glow moisturizer. This is from a brand that I've actually used many times. It used to be YISE Beauty. Now it's YISE. I'm not sure if it's now YISE Beauty or it is YISE Beauty, but I will say this. They have an excellent brand when it comes to skincare. It is absolutely worth checking out. This particular product is a plush, creamy, weightless moisturizer. Okay, so if your skin is tired, your skin is dehydrated, I would tell you this is something to take a look at. It has licorice root extract, which targets dark spots and visibly brightens your skin. And then squalene hydrates and soothes. This is vegan, so when I say squalene, I mean plant squalene. And it's really an excellent moisturizer, and it does give your skin a glow. Like, you can see it. I have no highlighter on today. So if you're interested in something that you're looking for a moisturizer that you can use all the time just as a regular moisturizer, this is a great product. But I've been really liking this as a primer. I think it's a really good product. It's weightless, like you can put anything over it. And in fact, to prove that fact, I used Le Beige's Touch. This is really the foundation that's not a foundation. It really just is a smoothing out of your skin. I put this over it. This doesn't act well with a lot of primers because this is a water-based, like I said, it just sort of smooths out your skin. So a lot of primers do not work well with this. These work extremely well together. So just something to keep in mind. That's YSE or YISE. I'm still not quite sure, but the brand is fantastic for skincare and you should try out that particular moisturizer. Again, it's Extremely Quenched. My skin is always dehydrated. I don't drink enough water. So try it out. Ravie Beauty also sent me their product, which is a Signature Skin Dream Barrier Cream. And this product has gotten a lot of hype. I've heard a lot about it. I have not used it yet. I try to use these things like, you know, in stages. But I do have to say, like, I've talked to a bunch of people about it and they all really like it. People I respect and trust their word. And basically, you just massage it into dry skin and you use it before, you can use it before your makeup or at night as, you know, a barrier cream, like to help build your barrier. Like I said, I've heard really good things about this product. If you've used it, let me know. But I will say so far, spoiler, the Ravie brand is actually quite good. And I'll talk about the products that they sent me and what I have on my face. Let's talk really quickly about the Dior and the Merit. So Dior came up with a very limited release of a blush, a eyeshadow palette, and a lip maximizer. They were all like lucky shades. And the eyeshadow quint looked really nice. I liked the colors. But I have so much eyeshadow and so many of them are Dior that I was just like, you know what? This is not something I'm going to purchase because I didn't get from all of you that you were extremely interested in the launch. I will be picking up the fall launch, and the fall launch from the time I record this video is coming in 10 days because we're, again, mid-August. And that's going to be a sizable investment for me. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait and not get that. But I did get the blush. And I bought the blush for two reasons. I bought the blush because, one, I really liked the name of the shade. It's Mauvewood, Charmed Mauvewood. But also because I felt like, okay, if there was a time to like compare blushes, this would be it. Because I have been recently buying the Dior Backstage blushes, which I love. Like, I love the new formula. I love the colors. I love the scent. Love everything about it. And I used to love the Dior blushes. And I was like, let's see if I still do. And here's what I would say. I have it on today. You'll see me putting it on. If I had to tell someone to buy a Dior blush, and I said, okay, you have a limited amount of funds like we all do, and you can buy one blush, I would buy the Backstage blushes over these. This is a lovely shade, and I think it looks great on me, and I'm going to wear this a lot. But if I had to choose, I would choose the formula that's in the Backstage blushes over this, over the Rouge Blush, which is the traditional, line, the core line. The shade that I thought would be closest to it is Starry Mauve, because one's rosewood, one's mauve, so I thought it would be close, or at least similar. And I'm right, it is. Here is the Backstage, and here is the Couture. Now again, they're not exactly the same shade. This new one has more of a rosewood, it's deeper. And this is, I don't actually get mauve out of this. I get more of a luminescent pink, but you get the idea. The difference is between the Backstage and the Couture blush. The Backstage has color reviver technology, so it reacts to your skin's pH and your moisture in your skin. The Couture blush is a floral skincare infused, so it has iris, red peony, and hibiscus. Then the Backstage is sheer to medium. The Couture is medium to high. The Backstage has a luminous or soft matte finish, but there's always like a little bit of bounce to it. The Rouge Dior is more, there's more distinct finishes. There's matte, there's satin, there's velvet, and there's shimmer, and it really does depend on each. The Backstages, to me, all seem more similar in their finish. The Backstage are more pops of colors, like in the way that they do things. And then the Couture is an extensive range. There's so many different shades, but they tend to sort of focus on the Couture classic shades, nudes, reds, plums, whatever. They're less fun, maybe is the way, I don't know. I'm looking for the right word. And then of course the packaging is different. I think that the Backstage blushes, because they have this pH adjusting technology, you kind of get this flush from within look that works well on you because partially it's adjusting to you. They are weightless. They just look diffused no matter what you do. The Dior Couture blushes, they're more of a classic blush. They have a little bit more of that luxury powder feel on your skin. It's not bad. It's just a little bit more, they're not heavy. It's just more of a classic feel to a new weightless, diffused glow look. I feel like they are different types of products, even though they're both blush. And for me, I think I especially feel this now in the summer, I am drawn to the Backstage because I feel like they're more weightless. They're less, but they give me the look that I'm looking for. In the winter, I think I might feel a little differently because the Backstage isn't really a skincare product, whereas the Couture does actually have some skincare benefits to it and feels comfortable and non-drying, especially on textured skin over time. The Backstage just sort of doesn't feel like anything. Does that make sense? I don't know if it made sense in my mind, but the point is that I do think they're very different products. So if you are looking at, the two shades that you think might even be similar, but you're not taking into account the formula of the two, you should just keep that in mind. Okay, Merit. So Merit sent me a couple of things, and I have a lot of the products already. I love Merit. They sent me the Lusitano blush, which I have, but I'll always take another one of these guys because I use these all the time. These are the cream blushes, and they're great. They're great for travel. They look good on more mature skin. Merit just makes great products. And they also sent me another one of their signature lips because I love their lipsticks. Even their matte lipsticks are good. But the thing that I was really interested in trying was the new mascara. So what I have on my eyes is the Iris single shade. If you haven't tried these solo shades, they're extremely good. I have a ton of them. I would say that you can use your fingers very easily with this product because, you know, it's a basically cream to powder kind of thing. They are not new, but they are exceptionally good. And once they're on, these suckers are on. The thing that I hadn't tried before is their new mascara. This is the Clean Volume Mascara. It's a volumizing tubing mascara. Now, I have tried their other mascara before, and I didn't love it because it was more of a lengthening mascara, and if you watched me before, if you haven't watched me before, you won't know. But if you've watched me before, I like more of a volumizing mascara. And so I was like, all right, I definitely want to try this. What this is, and you can see it in my lashes now, and you can see me applying it. I did one lash and like let it, so you can see it compared to the other eye. This is a tubing mascara that's very lightweight. It lifts, it separates, and you can build volume while you're putting it on. Once it dries down though, like it is right now, you cannot add to it. Like it's too stiff, it's too dry. There's very few mascaras that you can build once it's dry. Dior has one. This is not that. This is a great product for somebody who wants a defined, weightless, lengthening with a little bit of volume mascara. Especially for those of you who have like sensitive eyes, I would think that this would be like a great product. I like it, but I don't love it. It's not my favorite type of mascara. Here's why. When I use mascara, I want something that's I like wet mascara. What wet mascara really means is that you can continually build it up. You can get a lot of volume. Yes, sometimes your lashes stick to each other a little bit. It's dramatic, okay? My favorite one is Swede. I love Swede. I love their mascara, their cloud mascara. It's my favorite. That one has this weird way of lengthening, separating, and volumizing at the same time. I don't know how it does it, but that's why it's my favorite. This, although volumizing, I still get the look that really, yes, there's some volume that's added to my lashes, but really it's more lengthening. It's more like, it's a great everyday mascara. If you like that, like more natural look, that's what this is. Again, I like a particular type of mascara, a more dramatic mascara. This is going to be great for like a multitude of people. The other thing that I would say, because it's tubing, it's easy to get off. And the brush, because of the way the brush is built, this is going to be great for anyone who has really short lashes and has to like get in there, because it is such a tiny little brush that you can just get to the like edges, like right towards your lash line. The other thing it'll be great for, and I did like it for this purpose, lower lash line. Your lashes are shorter. You're up against your lash line. This works extremely well, and it doesn't seem to transfer. At least I haven't seen it transfer yet. So, if I was going to give it a score, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. It's a great mascara. It's volumizing. It's lengthening. It doesn't seem to transfer. It doesn't seem to flake, but it's not my favorite type of mascara. It's not something that I would buy again for myself, but I would certainly recommend it to a lot of my friends. The Ravie line. And I told you about the Signature Skin Dream Barrier Cream, which again, I'm going to be trying soon. But they also sent me the lip liners and the eyeliners. Here's where I was like, whoa, okay. Interesting. All right. So the lip liners, they are incredibly creamy. Like Sisley, Louis Vuitton creamy. Like they're super, super creamy. And these suckers seem to really stay on. So I was like, all right. So I'm going to show you the shades. The shade I have on right now is Fig. And Fig is a really nice like pinky shade. I thought it would go well with the Iris liner because I was like, all right, I want something that's going to be similar. But I got to tell you, these suckers are like some of the creamiest. Might even be creamier than Sisley. I don't know. We have Fig, Almond, Honey, and Mocha. They are impressive. Like, they have really good long wear. They last a really long time. They're comfortable. They're long wearing. They're easy. They don't tug. They will not tug. Do they bleed? If you put on a regular lipstick, I would argue that these don't really bleed. The product that I used them with today was a test, and they do bleed a little with this particular product, but I've yet to see a product that doesn't bleed a little bit with the thing that I'm using with it, which I'll explain in a minute. But it was a test just to see like how well it would hold up, and I gotta tell you, it held up pretty well because the bleeding is very minimal, like very minimal, which compared to some other things I've used, I'm like, okay, wow, that's pretty good. So if you're somebody who has dry skin, sensitive skin, dehydrated skin, your lips are very dry, you're looking for a creamy pencil that has really good long wear, and you're looking for a more reasonable price point than, say, a Louis Vuitton or a Sisley, which are both as creamy as this. This is the way to go. Like, I was very impressed. The eyeliners, I have an Onyx, Umber, and Drift. I have Onyx on today, same formula, and super smooth, like ridiculously smooth. And they haven't budged. The eyeliner has not budged. I've used Umber and Drift before, a black, a brown, and a gray, which is, you know, really all you need in life. They you know, the black has stayed on. I've got it actually a little bit in my waterline, and yeah, nothing, like no smudging, super smooth. They have a great brush, which you can use to pull out the eyeliner. Well, not now, because now it's dry, but when it's on your eye, yeah, see how these stay really well, guys, because I just put this on. But yeah, I can smudge a little bit. You can flick this out, because the way the brush is done, it's specifically made to like flick out the light outer corners, which is very hard to do on your own. But with this type of brush, it makes it super simple to do. So I love the brush too. This is a brush that I'm going to keep nearby because this is exactly what you need when you're trying to do like that little wing liner. So yeah, they don't move. They're long wear. The price point is so much more reasonable than the other liners that I've seen that are this creamy, and they really last. So Allie, you did a fantastic. I mean, she doesn't know I have these. Her company sent them to me, but they're extremely good, and they have these really cool sharpeners that. They're, you know, you open them up, you can dump them out, and it makes a squeaky sound, but they don't eat your pencils. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you have these pencil sharpeners that like eat up half your pencil while they're doing it. This doesn't. It's a really good pencil sharpener. I know it sounds weird, but like it's hard to find a good one. It's got this little clear base, which is awesome because if you're always sharpening pencils, which I do a lot, the stuff goes everywhere, and then it, like, let's say it's a black liner or something, then you have like go to pick it up and you get black smudge all over you or all over your clothes or on your desk or whatever. You go to pick it up and it smudges. This is great because then you can see how like full it is, and then you empty it. Compared to, let's say, the Louis Vuitton pencil sharpener, which is gorgeous. It is gorgeous, but it's like $600. Okay, just putting that out there. So I'm very impressed with this brand. I would like to try more from Ravie Beauty. They did a fantastic job. The last product that I have on my face that's new. This is a brand called Aora Mexico, and they've sent me more products, and I will try them out for you in a video. But the product that I love more than anything is this. It's a lip serum. And so that's why I said putting it on with the liners is not quite fair, because it is literally a serum for your lips, and it's really meant to be a skincare almost for your lips. But it does have a shade to it. So this one is Rosa. Let me try to have the right name. I think I ripped off the tag because I was in a hurry and I wasn't paying attention. It's Rosa something. I'll make sure the right name's down below. It's this beautiful rose. It has like a little bit of shimmer. This is the one that I use all the time and the one I use today. This is Vanta. Now you can tell it's like got like a purple sparkle, like a lilac sparkle. First of all, I really like the scent. Peppermint? Could be peppermint. It doesn't sting. Like it's not a mint that is plumping your lips. It's not that. It is a lip serum. It feels so good on your lips. I've been using this for a while and I keep forgetting to mention it because I'm like, what is the thing I'm supposed to, because guys, again, I've lost all the estrogen in my brain. So names, formulas, things, just, I have to write down notes now because otherwise I'm like, what was I talking about? The lip serum is so good that I've almost demolished this one. The Rosa one I haven't demolished as much. I just really like this shade. I like them both, but there's something about this purpley sparkle, that when you use it with just pretty much anything, it works. It's really good. And it feels like nothing, but then because it's a serum, it like your lips kind of go and like suck it all up. At least my lips do. And they feel so much better and they've been looking better. Like if you've noticed at all in some of my Instagram posts or my videos that my lips don't look as dry, yeah. And again, the price point is so much better than, and there are other lip serums out there that I really like. La Mer is one of them, which is, I think it's like $110. This is so much cheaper than that. Aora Mexico, thank you so much for sending me your products. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to try them. There's been so much being thrown at me, which is why I started with the video with, hey, we're kind of in an interim lull between, you know, spring, summer, and fall. Because I'm actually having a moment to be able to try some of these things that I haven't been able to try before. Because Ravie and Aora Mexico sent me these things quite a while ago, but with all, you know, everything's just been dropping like every couple weeks. I literally haven't had time to do them justice and actually try them out. I could have tried them quickly and done a quick video and been like, oh, I like it or I don't. But that's not how I do things. If you've watched me before, and hi, if you haven't watched me before, my name is Jennifer and I was a makeup artist for Chanel half a lifetime ago. And here on my channel, we do all things luxury. And I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button because we have a great community here and I'd love you to be part of it. I also am an attorney, a licensed attorney who was a lobbyist for 20 years. And I believe in doing justice to things that I talk about. I believe that if I get up here and I talk about something and make a recommendation one way or another, all of these brands, all of these products deserve my time and effort. And I should not just do something like be like, oh yeah, it's great or not. And then get rid of it, toss it. I put time and effort into my reviews and to my thoughts so that all of you out there who are spending your hard-earned money listening to me have something to rely on. There's not a lot to rely on in this world, so I take it very seriously. So I wanted to spend time and really try them out, and I have been able to do that over the last couple weeks. And these brands, the Ravie brand and the Aora Mexico brand, are really good. They are worth your money. They're worth trying out. Whether they'll be perfect for you, you know, that's makeup, like everything else, is personal. You might like something more than the other, but the brands have done a great job. They've invested in what they're doing, and I think the ones that I've tried, the products I've tried so far, are all excellent. Dior and Merit, I love Merit. You know that. Like, again, if you've watched me, I think they're a great brand. The new mascara is not the right mascara for me, but I do think it's something that I will use, especially this summer, because it'll be tubing mascara that I can get off easily. And I do think it creates a great look. It's just not my favorite mascara. The Dior blush, I think I'm going to wear that more in the winter than I'm going to wear it, or the fall, than I wear it in the summer. So I'd love to hear if you've tried Ravie or if you've tried Aora Mexico, what you think of the Merit mascara and my comparisons about the different Dior blushes. Like, which one's your favorite and why? So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon.